Hey everybody, this is Desmond Snow Dog Training. I'm a Pacific Northwest dog trainer. I train any dog. Doesn't matter the size, the age, the breed. Doesn't matter what behavioral problems you have. I can help you get going in the right direction to have a well-behaved dog and have a good citizen, if you will, a good companion dog that listens, that's obedient. I can get that for you. But anyways, self promotion aside. This right here is just some footage of me doing some retrieves with Koshka, and periodically you'll see he looks behind him and he's kind of screwing around. The reason why is because there is an old lady behind us waiting for the bus who thinks that it's a good idea and is totally, acceptable to be distracting my dog while I'm doing retrieves with him. And that's the thing is that like these people, they're just fucking like I don't know, they're just airheads, like they're bird brains or something. They don't understand that I'm trying to train this animal to behave a certain way, and them getting low and making eye contact and baby talking the dog is distracting it, and then in turn what happens is it's actually like not what they want. They don't it's basically I now have to correct my dog. I now have to administer a correction for my dog and tell them that they're in the improper position because they're going to pop out of the position because someone is distracting them. So that's the thing. Don't ever make eye contact with anyone's dog. Don't ever just ignore the fucking dog. It's not your dog. You want a dog, get a dog. All right? And if you want to do whatever you want with your dog, then I mean, go right ahead, but you're going to find out real quick that dogs that you let do whatever they want, there's behavioral problems and there's other issues that could be avoided, right? And I don't know. I mean, like that's like one of the things I wanted to touch on. I want to touch briefly on what I talked about in my previous video that I just uploaded about down place and just showing how Koshka gets up so many times. And what I mean by gets up so is like I'll put him at down and I'll tell him down. And then you want to know what he does? He gets up, stands right up. You know what I mean? And maybe he'll stay there for 20, 30 seconds, but then he just decides, oh, I'm Koshka, I've had enough. I'm going to get up and do whatever I want, right? And then that's where me, as the trainer, I need to come in and tell him, no, you don't get to just get up. It's not how this works. You know what I mean? You got to listen to me, buddy. And it's not because I'm trying to be, well, it is because I'm trying to be controlling, and the reason why is just because dogs' instincts are shit, right? They don't fucking, this is like some stupid like humanization, like I don't know, like it's like they think that the dogs are intuitive or some shit, like they have some weird spiritual. It's like the same thing as like this astrology bullshit. You know what I mean? And I know I'm gonna get a lot of haters about the whole astrology shit, but the thing is, like, I really just don't buy into the fucking astrology shit, at all. But basically, it's like the same thing. It's like they think that this dog is like fucking psychic or something, and it like it can detect like what the fuck is going on, or whatever. And it's like, no, they fucking can't. You know what I mean? I've been depressed as shit, and I've recognized, and I can still recognize, I've been depressed as hell, like, with Koshka, and, like, one might say, like, oh, he fucking can pick up on my depression, and he's also depressed. And it's, no, that's not what it is. It's quite literally just, you know, I'm acting a different way, so the dog is like, this is fucking new, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? And it's like, it's just fucking stupid. You know what I mean? The dog doesn't fucking understand complex like human emotions like depression and shit. They don't have a concept of like mortality. They don't think. They just fucking react to shit. You know what I mean? And over time they can be conditioned by their reactions. You know what I mean? Like their instinctual reactions to shit. You can train their instincts into like proper behavior. You know what I mean? Like this right now, you think a dog would instinctually spin into heel on the left hand side and hold the object in their mouth and wait for me to take it out? Fuck no, they wouldn't do that shit instinctually. And they guess what? They also wouldn't do that shit for food. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing is like you can't like teach a dog to do a proper retrieve with food. You just fucking can't do it. You know what I mean? It's just not how, I mean, like the dog is going to fuck up at some point and you have to direct them into the proper position. He caught a plant with the fucking, he caught a plant with the tennis ball, brought it back. Now he's also screwing around with the ball, so I had to correct him. You know what I mean? And that's kind of not how it's not how it works. It's like, don't drop the ball. You know what I mean? Pick the ball up, bring it to heel. But basically, like the whole persistence thing, it's just essentially the dog is going to try to mentally outlast you. You're going to tell the dog to sit, and they're going to stand up. You're going to tell the dog to sit, and they're going to lay down. You're going to tell the dog to sit, and they're going to go sniff the ground. They're going to They're going to scratch themselves. They're going to bite their tail. They're going to do whatever they want to do other than listen to you, because the dominance is like hardwired into them. You know what I mean? And they like see, like right there, I had to give him a pretty hefty correction, just because the lady, man, she's really trying to get him to, you know, whatever, and he just, I can tell that, you know, it's killing his focus, so I got to let him know, hey man, no, you don't need to worry about the lady. You know what I mean? And it's unfortunate that she is making me have to do that to him. And you might say, oh, well, just let him go do whatever. It's like, yeah, it's not your fucking dog. And if I let him do whatever, then, I mean, what happened actually is I had the previous owners that had him let him do whatever, and guess what happened? They gave him up to me, right? So I don't want to hear it, right? But that's the thing, is just, you know, the persistence with them, like they will just keep doing everything they can to not listen to you. And that's where you need to be you need to kind of, you know, I mean, I don't want to use like some misogynistic term, but you got to man up, basically. You have to toughen up on the dog, and you have to tell the dog, hey, like, I'm not going to break. I'm not going to get trained by you. You know what I mean? Because that's what happens. They give, if you tell the dog to sit and then it doesn't sit and you let it, the dog just trained you. The dog just trained you. That animal just told you, like, the what for. Basically, the dog just let you know that you're a bitch, and you're not gonna buckle down and get the dog to listen to you. So then why would they listen to you after that point? Because, like, they don't respect you. You know what I mean? And that's the thing, is you have to teach the dog to respect you. You know what I mean? And a dog like Koshka, he's just gonna fucking to get his respect is hard, because he thinks he's the shit. You know what I mean? He really does. He thinks he's the shit, and he's a little, you know, he can be a handful. He can really be a handful, you know what I mean? And that's the thing, is like, if you're going to get a dog, you should be prepared, because you could end up, and it doesn't matter the breed. It doesn't matter the breed. You could end up with a dog that's a fucking handful, right? And you should be prepared for that to happen if you don't have a dog and you're thinking about getting one or whatever. And a lot of dogs don't end up being handfuls, right? A lot of dogs are really easygoing, and they do whatever, and the owner gets lucky, and then they think that they're good at training dogs. And that's the thing, is that no, like, no, you're not good at training dogs just because you got lucky and you happen to have a more submissive type of dog, right? That's the thing, though, is that, like, you can't, it's not about being overly negative either. I mean, obviously, I'm talking about, like, how you need to make the dog respect you and stuff. When I say respect, I don't mean fear. Don't make the dog fear you. Fear is different than respect. Obviously, you want the dog to have fun, and you want the dog to enjoy life, right? I mean, like, obviously, Koshka, dude, he loves doing retrieves. Look at him right now. He's having a fucking blast. Look at his tail, his body language. He's having a good time. You know what I mean? And then I fucking throw the retrieve for him again, and then he gets to go do it again. It's like his favorite thing. You know what I mean? So that's the thing, is that, like, obviously you want to have fun with your dog, but that's the thing, is making it healthy. You want to make it a healthy relationship with your dog. You don't want to have an unhealthy relationship with your dog, right? You don't want any confusion. You know what I mean? You don't want your dog to not know what to do in any situation. You want the dog to trust you and to believe in you or whatever, and think that you are the world. You know what I mean? Like, you always know what to do, so the dog never has to worry about what it's got to do. You know what I mean? And dude, look at him, man. He's just such a pretty dog. He's such a good boy. Right? See how I put him at sit, and then I walk out there because he went to go do the retrieve, and I'm scratching my ass. But I have him sit. Look at him sit there, man. He's just sitting there. The old lady's behind him trying to distract him, and he's just sitting there. Right? And then I get back here, and now he's like, oh, we're doing retrieves? Hell yeah. You know what I mean? And I put him at whoa, send the fucking tennis ball out, and then there you go. See, I released him. You know, and that's the thing, is that, see, this is like all fun for him. This is all fun. It's all positive. He gets to run. Running is positivity for a dog. He gets to, you know, bite down on the tennis ball. It's like fucking, it's like the primal instinct to kill, only it's channeled into something healthy and positive, and not like him killing a cat or something. You know what I mean? And then, like, it's just like, it's not about being overly positive, and it's not about being overly negative. It's about being, like, in the middle. You know what I mean? And I hate calling myself like a balanced trainer or whatever, but that's the thing, is it's kind of what it is. You know what I mean? It's a balance of both positive and negative. See right here, I'm giving him a ton of pets. You know what I mean? If you look earlier in the video, when he's being bad, I give him a correction. And that's the thing, is that's how you shape the behavior. It's operant conditioning. It's really just, I mean, you know, it's science. The dog does something bad, you give it a negative response. The dog does something good, you give it a good response. And that's what it is I don't know about you, you know, and the amount of work you put in with your dog will, you know, it'll equal how well trained your dog is. You know what I mean? If you put in fucking a minute of work a week with your dog, you're gonna have a shitty dog, right? But if you put in, I don't know, like 15 minutes a day with your dog, then, you know, that's a lot more training that you're getting done. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. Just, I don't know. I mean, I guess like to just summarize it because the video is about to end. Just it's about a balance of both. It's not about never hit your dog. It's not about being overly negative, but also don't pet your dog for free and just give them shit for free all the time without them having to work for it, because it's just not healthy. You know what I mean? It's about the positive and the negative. Right? The dog is going to do bad stuff and you're going to correct it when that happens, and the dog is also going to do good things and you're going to reward the shit out of them when that happens. You know what I mean? You're going to give them a ton of pets and good boys and baby talk and eye contact and getting low, and you're going to do everything that the old lady wanted to do, but you're going to do it at the proper time. Right? So that's my that's my rant on dog training and persistence in dogs. And I just wanted to kind of clarify, you know, some other things and kind of really elaborate on that, because I feel like I did a shitty job of that in the last video. But my contact information is up on the screen right now. If you have a dog and you need it trained, please contact me or contact some professional if you can't do the training yourself, just because dogs are dying out here. People are getting bit too, and it's just a damn shame, just because I love dogs, and honestly, every dog that bites a human, it is not that dog's fault. Alright, so yeah, hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next video. I plan on having a lot more videos coming in the next couple weeks, so yeah, stay tuned, and have a good day. Bye.